Hey there, my name is John. I'm from the UK. I've just returned from the Peru New Year's tour. I have to say, what an experience. What an experience. There is nothing in this world that you can experience that prepares you for going out there and seeing that many amazing women and meeting that many amazing staff at the AFA office there. I've been dating internationally for 18 months now. I've been doing it all kinds of different ways, but this was my first social. If anybody's thinking about doing any of this, get yourself out there to a social. This is the way to do it. Nothing else compares, nothing else even comes close. If you're thinking about doing this, stop thinking about it, do it. If you're watching this webcast, stop watching the webcast, book a flight and get out there. I cannot recommend heavily enough getting out there and just doing this. If I was asked to sum up Peruvian women in one word, I would say short. They are generally quite short, but what they lack in height, they more than make up for in big hearts. Lots of emotions, lots of sincerity, and an endless supply of beauty. Oh, good grief, you think you're at a fashion show? Everywhere you look, there are just amazing looking girls there. You go to a social and they are all looking at you with marriage in their minds. You meet them, these are some of the loveliest people you will ever meet in your entire life. I feel lucky to have met even one or two of them, but to have met over 200, I don't know what guy could ever be that lucky. And I count myself lucky every day just for the fact that I got to go there. I did not want to come home. If I had the choice, I would be there right now. I'm actually a really picky kind of guy. I have very stringent requirements as to who I'm looking for. After a year and a half of looking in other countries, I found no one. I went there for 8 days and I've got now a list of 4 or 5 that I'm really interested in. Now I have the difficult choice. And what a choice to have. I would rather be choosing between too many options than to be stuck at home and have not enough options at all. Lima is just about the craziest place on earth. It's a jam-packed city full of so many people, but full of so much variety, so much contrast, so much variation in the kinds of people that you meet, the kind of people that you see on the street. I know that I've only scratched the surface. Not even. I've barely touched the surface. It's just such an epic city. But the place I did see, Miraflores, the district there, never felt so safe in my life in any city anywhere in the world. The government really works hard to make sure that tourists are looked after and that everybody's friendly, and it works. You have to know a little bit of Spanish. I'll be honest with you there. Learn a few words, it'll make your time a lot easier. Even in KFC, where all the signs are in English, the staff don't really speak it much. But you got KFC out there, so it's not like you feel far from home. Having said that, if you spend your week in the KFCs and the Burger Kings and the Pizza Huts and the TGIs, then you're really missing out on Peru. They've got like 400 national dishes, and let me tell you, these guys can cook. The food is amazing. I mean, it is just awesome. So what I would suggest is get out there, go with a local to some restaurant and order some real Peruvian cuisine. You will not be sorry. This is amazing food. It may sound strange to see it, but even with the girls that you go out there to meet who blow away your expectations, even with the socials, which are just the most unreal and yet fantastic experiences of your life, even with the great weather and the great city, the highlight of the tour for me was actually meeting the staff at AFA. These are some of the friendliest people I've ever met in my entire life. These are people of genuinely excellent character. I think these are literally some friends that I'm going to keep for life. I intend to stay friends with these guys for always, because I don't consider that I hired some service staff. I consider that I made some friends. And all of them, I mean Sarah, Ron, Jenny, all the translators, Patty and Natalie and all the guys. Seriously amazing people. They look after everything, and you can tell that they're not doing it because it's some kind of obligation on them. These are genuinely friendly, helpful people. I'll give you one example. I bought a camera over there, and after a few days it stopped working. I didn't ask for this at all. They insisted at the office on sending one of the translators down with me to help me return this camera. This wasn't their business. This wasn't anything they were being paid for. This wasn't part of the tour. This wasn't anything to do with the socials. They just wanted to help me out. That's the kind of people these are. I'm telling you, you will love these guys, and you will feel like they love you because they do. These are genuinely friendly, helpful people, I cannot recommend to anyone enough going out there, even if it's just to meet these guys. You'll make some great friends, and they're amazing. They're so good at their jobs as well. They're so professional. They're so competent. Awesome people. Absolutely awesome people. John Adams, you need to give these people a raise. I'm telling you that now. This is a client telling you, give those guys a raise. They deserve it. Would I recommend a tour? I'm going to say no. Because if you can hear all of this, if you can see these photos, if you can consider the concept that all of these girls who look like that, who genuinely are like that, are waiting for a guy to go over there and actually be serious about marrying them, and you can stay where you are and not go, I'm not going to recommend the tour. I'm going to recommend the psychiatric hospital for you, because there must be something wrong with you. What are you waiting for? Seriously. I will give you one last example of something that happened over there. I emailed the girl before I went out, and I got no response. I emailed her a month before I went, no response whatsoever. I went over there, I met her once, I got a date. That's simple. And I said to her, what happened? I emailed you a month ago, did you not receive it? She said, I received so many emails, I can't keep up with them, I can't respond to them all. Now there was me and another guy, we both took this girl on a date, and now I'm very serious about it, and I know she's very serious about me. And here's the thing, thousands of guys have written a letter to her. I met her once and went on a date. So what do you want to do? You want to write letters, or you want to go on dates? You want to write letters? Stay where you are. Stay at home, stay watching these webcasts, keep paying your monthly subscription and send lots of letters and pay money every time. Or get yourself on a plane, get out there, write not one single letter, and just go on a date. Because these girls, they're not going to marry people that write letters, they're going to marry people that get out there and say hello. That's all they want. So if you don't want to do that, it's pointless me recommending a social. I recommend treatment for you, because it's what you need. You need to get out there and do this. What are you waiting for? This is the most amazing experience you will ever have, that leads to a marriage to a most amazing woman that you'll ever meet. What more can I say?